I have high confidence. There's never been a video with a framing background that looks like this. Am I filming? You don't know who I am. You don't know this. What's going on? Speak to me. Wait, is my microphone good? Yeah, it is. What? We're on task? I didn't think we would even be on task. I thought for 100% that I would be like, hang on, I've been having beers and I'm gonna hop in VR chat and film a video. And I thought everybody would say, no, Phineas, we recognize and understand that you've been having beers. You should not even be this irresponsible right now. People look up to you. And I feel like there should be a manner of awakening that maybe let us not. Dude, if I had people to look up to who were not me, I would look up to them so hard. They would have such a look up following. They would have one person and it would be me. And they would be like, get this man out of my following group. And I'd be like, excuse me, you're a public figure. And also, no, because I need someone to look up to. And right now, am I being facetious or is this a silly truth? I don't know if there's any person who's like, what would what would Jesus do? What would Phineas Former do? What would I don't know what would Chris Pratt do? Like I don't even fucking know. Like that's not even something I'm like looking up to holding up as a paragon. There is no paragon. There is only me. And right now, all I have to assume is that Phineas Former, when he decides to film a video and he's like drunk, not even like super drunk, get out of here. You guys are putting on weird labels to this right now. Let's just say drunk and be done with it. And I'm making a video, and then other people are like, "Well, should we listen to him?" I was like, "Should you listen to anything right now? Listen to yourselves. Get out of here." And if you're not able to listen to yourselves, listen to me, but only at your own peril and or exaltation, because maybe I've got myself all wrong and I only speak truth. How are you guys? Is the question. Where's my beer? Down. Mm. Shit. That's okay. That wasn't a problem. None of that was a problem. That's all empty. But there's one on this table that's not empty. So the beer I'm drinking either goes in my hand, then this one probably stays in my hand. I'm going to drink it fast. So I'll hold on to this one. The other. Let me. Let me talk you through the day. I don't even think that I'm recording though. Am I recording? Hey, yeah, buddy. Dude, I thought of everything. Are you kidding me? Conventional wisdom would state, do not drink and record at the same time. I don't know who needs to receive this video. It might be everybody needs to receive this video, in which case I highly suggest, above all things, do not receive this video. I repeat, do not receive. Do what you want. One of the better parts of my life. I don't even know why or how, but listen to what I'm saying, please, I implore you. Is I just barely joined into the world that I was part of when I decided to stop being in VR because I was like, this is the meetup for people who wear the squirrel bite avatars, and I'm deciding to leave because it was more important for me to drink extracurricularly and play Rocket League and or Dead by Daylight on the Nintendo Switch. And then I was done hanging out with people because I realized I didn't even particularly even 100% want to. There were not even any other cats there. And for the most part, it's like I live my whole entire life not spending time with strangers on the internet. It's not like I have to start now, and it's not like the strangers were all of the way on board with, like, we weren't the same people. Because they were like strangers. They had rapport, and then I didn't have to be part, like, I did not feel like forcing myself into, like, a social group and all of the other squirrel bite avatars were in some sort of a social group. Like it's not like I don't think click should be a bad thing, and when there's an environment which is highly clickish, it seems like it's only ever a bad thing. Maybe it's an okay thing now and then. I haven't been drinking. You've been drinking. For what it's been worthing, it's Bud Light Platinum that you've been drinking, not me. It's pretty good. Yeah. Am I? What should I be doing right now? I kind of felt like because I'm in VR, I've had so much VR gear on right now, and it's not like everyone else can film videos that like at a minimum. So like, let's say this was a very bad video. And if you're used to videos which were not this, I'm so sorry. And if you're watching this and you're like, I hope every video is like this, I also apologize. There's only so much I can do as a little content creator man. What are you gonna do? So hold up, listen to what I'm saying. I found the beer that was full of juice. Hmm. Hang on, I have to tell you guys the entire the entire story behind how I got here, though. It's pretty big. And it has nothing to do with VR. And as far as VR is concerned, what happened is there was a meetup with all the people who have the family of avatars I'm part of. And I was like, "What hot dog? I hope there's another cat." And there was not another cat. But there was a few of us. There was Emperor of Mars, and he's a squirrel. And there was a few other people, and most of them were foxes because he's got of his unpopular avatars. There's one which is more popular, which is the Yet Another Fox avatar. There were a few foxes, and then there were a few squirrels, and there were not even any cats. And I went mainly to see a cat. I haven't ever even seen yet another cat avatar base. I kind of think that I'm the only one still. And I'm so tired, guys. So I don't care how many times, listen to me. I don't care how many times I've misheard the Queens of the Stone Age lyric. Imagine being the one and only instead of the only one. What? That is such a good misheard lyric. Typically it goes, imagine being the one and only instead of the only one. I always mishear that lyric, and I choose to prefer the unheard lyric, or the lyric that's not real. But imagine being the one and only instead of the only one. That is such a good line. Are you kidding me? Josh Homme, lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age, how did you know that you were speaking my heart? Imagine being the one and only. Hold up. I know someone who's the one and only. It's me. It's Phineas Former, baby. The one and only. Skaboosh. Makes you feel a lot better about being the only one when you're the one and only. Oh boy. The world only wishes, and yet it cannot attain. Phineas Former. So that's what happened. But so I was at a meetup with people who have this family of avatars. How's my beer looking? I really want to make sure I take care of it, because if there's too much beer, that's not good. You have to finish it. So listen to what I'm saying. You didn't listen the last time I made a drunk video, drunk about whispers. I was drunk. You didn't listen. So, and then the thing with that, even though, is like I'm in the middle of filming a great big ginormo video. It's like a ginormo video. It's big, big, big. And the biggest video I've made was like an hour and a half, I think. And it was about like having like bipolar disorder or something like that. And it felt like I want to try and be emotional. So I made that video. And it was like a big video. This video, though, is a little bit like a big, 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 big video. Because I have an idea. It has to do a little bit with Resonite, but not like too much. The whole thing is about Resonite, but it's about how I relate to Resonite, so really it's all about me. I made that. I'm working on that video now. I started it. I am maybe like 1/3 to one half of the way through, probably 1/3. And I've been filming it and editing it, and I was filming it a little, and it was a little bit like, wow, this is a really long video. This is a really long day. And then at a certain point, I had to stop filming that and start drinking, and or in relation, possibly there was like the squirrel bite meetup, which I wasn't sober for, and then that meetup is long gone, and I'm still not sober for it. And the important thing, so I was at that meetup for a little bit, and then I decided to stop because I've interacted with enough groups of strangers. I just didn't really need another one, so I was ready to be done. And then I left VR, but I kept all of my stuff strapped on because I thought for sure, hold up, Phineas, you might be making a video later on, and inside of whatever video that is later on, you might have to do chicken dances. And then you might have to do like kung fu kicks. Hang on, I've never done a kung fu kick that was drunk before. So, whabash, fwa. Oh, that was such a good kick. That was so kung fu. Quickly get Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, the man. Get the man on the phone. You guys would understand more if you were also drunk. See, the thing is though, I know more about myself in relation to others than I do about myself in relation to myself. Because I'm nebulous. I am an odd one. So the way other people relate to me, typically I can like discredit by saying like, well, you shouldn't have related to me. Duh. And for other things though, like no one else is relating to me right now. It's just me in front of a camera. I really wish I could say, hello to the camera. You should relate to someone else. I'm just a doofus, but it's all only me. It's all doofus. This is a Bud Light Platinum. I bought that, and I don't even know why. I'm drinking this though, and then the video will continue. Um, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on the ninth beer. 8 beer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on the 8th beer. That's okay though, cause it typically how it goes for me. 3 beers is when you start getting like buzzed, and then 6 beers is when you start getting like drunk. But then 9 beers is when you start getting like hold up, and that's when you get pictures that are fun and stories that are fun. And that's honestly pretty much the line when you start hearing stories and you start sharing stories, and that's like a good fucking night. That's like anywhere from like 6 to more than 9 is like it's a pretty it's a drunk time. Because at 6 you're drunk, and then at 9 you were like, what? Um, so I'm on I think my ninth beer, and not even in the programming sense when you're like, oh, after n iterations, it's like no, this is just a furry who's been drinking. So I'm actually gonna go take a piss real quick though, and then we're gonna talk about our lives because we've got a lot to discuss. Because there's a lot that's inadequate, and I don't know how much of it exactly is within me and how much is within the world. Feels like it's a combo, so let's see, okay? I'm back. I'm back. Was anybody like, what? Where did Phineas go? Whoa. So I gotta wait a sec. I gotta check myself. Sometimes they say that. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Like, I will wreck myself in direct accordance to the how frequently you would suggest I wreck myself. Alright, hold up. How are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good time? So Of the times I would have that I have not been having a good time, is there anything I would recommend? So hold up. Um, I've never. So I think there might be there might be. Hang on. Let Let me make sure my eyes are how they should be. Seems like maybe. Ah. Ah. So there's like the idea that if I'm scared and you are not scared, but you should be, you could listen to me. Otherwise, if I'm describing something which is scary, but I'm not scared, you could look at me and be like, oh, well, if he's not scared, neither should I be. It's an idea. Wowzers. Something I think I can safely say. So, something which is safe to say. Whether or not people are drunk and whether or not people are me, is that after I was at a virtual reality meetup for people who have avatars in the same family of avatars that I have, people would hang out in that instance. And then I was like, I'm ready to be done because I wasn't getting anything. And I could have interjected myself more socially with these kind people. I just decided not to. Because I have a whole great big entire life. And to spend my time socializing with people who are like cat foxes or squirrels of the same avatar family, but none of whom were cats. I really just want to meet other cats. As far as I know, I'm the only cat because I've been there twice now, and I've never seen an avatar go to a squirrel bite meetup who's a cat. I'm ready for a change though, because here's the thing, guys. I haven't seen yet another cat avatar go to like fur meets and stuff. And then they're the people who have like, you know, usually there's a before I yawn threshold, there's ways to reach out. I don't really have that. Um which means I'm not doing anything, which means I'm not doing anything with my diet, which means I'm going to stop and drink potato chips. And is that it for my life? My brother in law wants to play Super Vibe, so I'll pull out my headphone and play Super Vibe with my brother in law. That sounds nice. Not what I was intending to. And the biggest challenge of them all is that I was wanting to play games and talk about them and talk about community and being lonely. Because I feel lonely. And I wanted to talk about a lot. But then what happened is I showed up to do kind of what I wanted to talk about. But then mainly I was bummed out because none of the other furries wanted to talk to me. But then I even went to lengths not to 100% want to talk to them. And then today happened. And by the end of all of it, I'm just gonna go back to bed in my living room. But in the interim, I might hang out with my brother-in-law, which is pretty fun. I'm gonna go do that because that sounds pretty fun. Nothing else has been pretty fun, and I'm probably gonna drink a whole. I'm gonna take some vegetables, and then I'm gonna go to bed. And then in the morning, I have editing to do because in the morning I'm gonna make more of my video that matters about spending time with whatever. Today was something. Okay, bye guys. Bye bye. If you end up in this footage somehow and I'm not part of this footage, this is what it's like when I'm not part of footage. But on the inside of all this stuff I try to do, there's like a dude. And right now I want a boy to be aware of me because I like him a lot. But then for everyone else, though, also hello. You won't see this, but if somehow you did, my name is hello. That's not even gonna go anywhere though. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go close that. Wow. Bye. Wow.